This is how I defeat Baneglow, using all the different pet battle breeds for its part of the Family Fighter achievement. If you're just looking to complete the world quest, I suggest using the flying strategy. Timestamps and rematch strings can be found in the description. First up, we have Aquatic Assault. In your first slot, a Moonshell Crab with Arcane Slash. In your second slot, an Emerald Turtle with Emerald Bite. And in your final slot, just as backup, any level 25 aquatic pet, one with bonus damage abilities against flying, can be advantageous. I went with a Spawnagonathus with Swallow Your Whole, Dive and Thunderbolt. You probably won't use this one, but it's here just in case there's some bad RNG. Start with your Moonshell Crab and just spam Arcane Slash until defeated. Once your Moonshell Crab is defeated, bring in your Emerald Turtle. And now just spam Emerald Bite until if and when defeated. If you're getting lucky with some bad RNG and your Emerald Turtle is also defeated, your final pet will enter the battle. If you're using a Spawnagonathus, just cast Thunderbolt and then either use Dive followed by Swallow Your Whole, or you could just use Swallow Your Whole. Next is Beast Blitz. In your first slot, a Cinderpup with Flame Breath and Volcano, and in your second slot, any level 25 beast pet with Stampede. I went with the Dire Hornrunt. Your final slot can be any beast pet, it won't be used. Start with your Cinderpup, cast Flame Breath, followed by Volcano, and then swap out to your Stampede pet. Once in the battle, just cast Stampede until defeated. If and when defeated, bring back in your Cinderpup and cast Flame Breath to finish off Baneglow. Now for critical critters. In your first slot, a Nether Roach with Nether Blast and Swarm, and in your remaining two slots, any snails, both with the same abilities, Ooze Touch and Acidic Goo. Start with your Nether Roach and cast Swarm. Once Swarm is finished, cast Nether Blast. Followed by a second Nether Blast. And if your Nether Roach is still alive after this, cast another Swarm. Once your Nether Roach is defeated, bring in one of your snails. If the Shattered Defenses debuff from Swarm is still active on Baneglow, cast Ooze Touch. If there was no Shattered Defenses debuff active on Baneglow, start with Acidic Goo and then use Ooze Touch. And then simply reapply Acidic Goo when it drops off and use Ooze Touch until Baneglow is defeated. Next up we have Draconic Destruction. In your first slot, a Stormborn Whelpling or Nexus Whelpling with Mana Surge and Arcane Storm. And in your remaining two slots, just as backup, any level 25 Dragonkin pets with bonus damage abilities against flying. I went with a Creminius with Howl and Surge of Power, but anything can be used here. Another Stormborn Whelpling or Nexus Whelpling will work just as well. Start your Stormborn Whelpling or Nexus Whelpling, whichever one you've taken, and cast Arcane Storm, followed by Mana Surge. Once Mana Surge is finished, cast another Arcane Storm. Sometimes this is enough to finish off Baneglow, however if this doesn't happen, cast Tail Sweep until your Stormborn Whelpling or Nexus Whelpling is defeated. If and when your Whelpling is defeated, bring in your second pet to finish up the fight. This one's for Elemental Escalation. In your first slot, an Elementium Geode. with Feedback, Amplify Magic and Elementium Bolt. In your second slot, Affected Waveling with Ooze Touch and Corrosion. And in your final slot, just in case of some bad RNG, any level 25 elemental pet. I went with a Tiny Snowman with Magic Hat. Start with your Elementium Geode and cast Elementium Bolt. Followed by Feedback. Then Amplify Magic. And now use Feedback until your Elementium Geode is defeated. If Elementium Bolt comes off cooldown, try to use this again. However, you'll probably be defeated before it gets a chance to be cast. Once your Elementium Geode is defeated, bring in your Fetid Waveling. Start with Corrosion. And then use Ooze Touch until Baneglow is defeated. If you get unlucky with some bad RNG and your Fetid Waveling is defeated, your remaining pet will enter the battle. Just use standard attacks to finish up Baneglow. Now for Fierce Flyers. All you will need for this is an Icky with Savage Talon, Black Claw and Flock. Just take any other level 25 flying pets in your remaining slots. These are unlikely to be used. Bring out Icky and you guessed it, Black Claw followed by Flock and then if needed a Savage Talon. If you do get unlucky with some bad RNG, use one of your remaining 2 pets to finish off the fight. Next up we have Humanoid Havoc. In your first slot, a Kunlai Runt with Takedown, Frost Shock and Deep Freeze. In your second slot, a Winter's Little Helper, or any similar pet with the following abilities: Ice Lance, Cold Blizzard and Gift of Winter's Veil. And in your final slot, you could use a similar pet to slot 2, or if you have one, a Wretched Servant with Nether Blast. Start your Kunlai Runt, cast Frost Shock. Followed by Deep Freeze. And now use Takedown until Deep Freeze has 1 round remaining. When Deep Freeze has 1 round remaining, cast Frost Shock and then cast Deep Freeze again after it. However, your Kunlai Runt can sometimes be defeated here, so I will just cast another Frost Shock. I should have passed, but it's only 90 damage, so it won't make much difference. If you manage to get a second Deep Freeze off, just use Takedown until your Kunlai Runt is defeated. Once defeated, bring in your Little Helper. Start with Gift of Winter's Veil. Followed by Cold Blizzard. And then use Ice Lance until Baneglow is defeated. If needed, use your third pet to finish up the fight. Now for Magical Mayhem. In your first slot, a Mini Mind Slayer with Eye Blast, Inner Vision and Life Exchange. In your second slot, an Untethered Wormling, or any pet with the following abilities: Feedback, Drain Power and Mana Surge. And in your final slot, just as backup, any level 25 magic pet with a bonus damage ability against flying. Start your Mini Mind Slayer, cast Eye Blast. Then pass around. Follow this with Inner Vision. Followed by Life Exchange. Another Inner Vision. Followed by Eye Blast. Now pass or anything Baneglow will now defeat your mini Mindslayer. Once defeated, bring in your untethered Wormling or similar pet. Start with Drain Power, followed by Mana Surge, and then Feedback if needed to finish off Baneglow. If you get unlucky with some bad RNG, use your final pet to finish off the fight. Next up we have Mechanical Melee. In your first slot, a little bling with Inflation, Blingtron Gift Package and Make It Rain. In your second slot, an Iron Starlet with Toxic Smoke and Explode, and any other mechanical pet in your final slot. This one won't be used. You could even use a leveling pet here, although it'll only get around about 300 XP. Start with a little bling, cast Make It Rain, followed by Inflation, when Inflation is finished, cast Blingtron Gift Package. Sometimes this will hit, sometimes it won't. Whichever way it happens, just do exactly the same as follows. After Blingtron Gift Package has hit or miss, cast Make It Rain, followed by Inflation, until your little bling is defeated. Once your little bling is defeated, bring in your Iron Starlet. With your Iron Starlet in the battle, if Baneglow has more than 500 HP, cast Toxic Smoke, followed by Explode. If it has less than 500 HP, just cast Explode. If you were using a leveling pet in your final slot, prepare to get that massive 300 XP. And finally, we have Unstoppable Undead. In your first slot, a Ghastly Kid with Hoof and Haunt. In your second slot, an Infected Squirrel with Stampede, Creeping Fungus, Corpse Explosion, and any other level 25 undead pet in your final slot. This one is unlikely to be used. Start with your Ghastly Kid and cast Haunt. Once Haunt is hit, bring in your Infected Squirrel. With your Infected Squirrel in the battle, cast Creeping Fungus, followed by Stampede. If Baneglow is still alive after Stampede is finished, you can either use Corpse Explosion or just do another Stampede. Whichever one you feel like, it doesn't matter which. If you get some crazy bad RNG and your Infected Squirrel dies before Baneglow, just bring in your Ghastly Kid and use Hoof to finish off the fight. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.